What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Sebastian Ghiorghiu and I do the online marketing dropshipping stuff. Before all of you get worried, before all the subscribers get worried and wonder what's going on, why is Sebastian posting more than twice in a month? Look, I know it's just the last video did so well. You guys loved it so much. I went over like 40 quarantine products. I went into the stores to see what was sold out and I kind of validated some of these products.
Sold out because it's sold out.
Like these shelves are empty, bro. You guys really seem to enjoy that and you got a lot of views. So I figured it would be a good idea to actually go and attempt to dropship one of these quarantine products. Maybe not one specifically that I went into in that video. I don't think I went over the one that I already picked, but I've already picked a product and it's a quarantine product nonetheless. It follows all of the same things that I mentioned in that video. It's on Google Trends and we're about to validate all of that. I'm about to show you exactly why I picked this product and I'm going to tell you exactly how I found it. But the point of this video is going to be to basically start a new store from scratch with a quarantine product, a product that should theoretically do better because of people staying indoors, and I'm gonna do it step by step. Now, I've already done some of the stuff that's boring that I don't feel like I need to include in the video, like creating an LLC, creating the Gmail, and actually creating the store, you know, not building out the theme and all that, but like, you know, the first parts of creating the store. So yeah, I'm gonna exclude all of that stuff because I don't want this video to be like 3 hours long, although you guys would probably like that, but I can't make a 3-hour long video, so we're gonna have to try to keep it under 1 hour. We can't waste any more time. I'm gonna get directly into the product that I chose, why I chose it. I'm gonna show you guys how I found it, everything. But before I do that, I want you guys to go down and click the like button right now. And while you click the like button, make sure it turns blue. While you do that, also click the subscribe button and make that one turn gray, because last video, you guys really loved it. It got a lot of likes and the YouTube algorithm did open the door and shine the light on the video. So if you guys do that, it would be fantastic because this video is going to be absolutely insanely valuable for some of you, I hope. So I'm on my computer right now. And as you can see, this is the product that I chose to sell. So this is an orthopedic pillow for sleeping. It has like some memory foam. Basically, what it does is you put this in between your legs here, close to your knees, above your knees, and what it does is it keeps your back aligned and it's supposed to help you sleep better. It gives you knee support for like hip pain. So it's a health related product, and I really like these types of products because they're not mechanical, they don't really break, mostly all the time, super high quality, and they help people feel better. So it's a great product to sell in my opinion. And another reason I like this product is because it's a as seen on TV product. It's one of those products that you see on an infomercial or you have seen them on an infomercial, and that is really good sign to me. People that run these infomercials did a ton of marketing and a ton of reach, so they brought a ton of awareness to the product, and obviously they made a lot of money, so it's proven to sell right then and there. Because so many people are aware of this, if I sell it and I get my ads in front of these people that have maybe seen an infomercial but didn't buy it, and maybe they're ready to buy it because they have hip pain, they'll come to my store and they'll buy it. So that's one reason that I really like this product. Another reason is because I can upsell similar products like a memory foam pillow and a memory foam seat cushion. When I was doing my research, I went onto Amazon, which is what I always do, and as you can see, this is the contour pillow that I was just talking about on AliExpress. This is like a different color, but it's literally pretty much the same thing. Whoa, hey, pause. I want to give a quick shout out to Viral Ecom Ads for sponsoring this video. This whole video was entirely possible because I was able to work hard on the store, obviously, and to launch the ads, and you know, they were helping me. My graphic designer and my assistant was helping me, so we all came together. So huge shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Viral Ecom Ads. About 18 minutes into the video, I explained why this was all possible, and so make sure you go and watch that. And also, if you guys want to check them out, I have a special discount for you at that point in the video, and they're the first link down in the description. So huge shout out, thank you guys, and I will see you guys throughout the rest of the video. This is a good one. As you can see, there's plenty of people that are selling this product already, and there's some people with this one has 1,700 reviews. This knee pillow has 4,500 reviews. This has 1.7k, 286. So there's multiple sellers on Amazon with a lot of different reviews. This one has 8,000 reviews. So it's safe to say that just on Amazon alone, this product is probably generating a couple 100,000 a month between these sellers. I'm being extremely conservative. I don't have Jungle Scout on this browser, so I can't actually check. If you guys do have Jungle Scout, you can check and leave a comment, let me know what it is, but I'm sure it's at least a couple 100,000, especially right now. The fact that it's on Amazon is a good thing for me. It means that it's been proven to sell, and a lot of people are going to ask in the comments, hey, I know it's on Amazon, so like, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of selling it on your own store because people would just go to Amazon? No, not at all. You can absolutely still make a Shopify store and still create a perceived brand, but you have to have a really, really good perceived brand and good customer support, because people are not always going to go and shop on Amazon, and people sometimes want to buy from a brand and they want that premium experience. There's a lot of other reasons why it works, but that's just one of the ones I'm going to talk about. Moving on to Google Trends, you see contour leg pillow here. For the last 5 years, it didn't really have any momentum, but it really, really started to gain momentum obviously right now. And what I like to see is that it was actually gaining momentum at the end of last year as well. So it's not like this is just popping off because of quarantine. It was, starting to gain more momentum than ever before. And now because of quarantine, it's obviously doing well. And these dotted lines are projected. So that's another green check mark for me. And another thing I wanted to talk about is you can't really find this in stores. I'm not sure. I've gone to Walmart, I've gone to Target and Fry's, and I hadn't seen this pillow there before. So the fact that it's as seen on TV, selling crazy on Amazon, huge in Google Trends, and I've never seen it in a single store, and it's a pain relief product, those are all green check marks and green flags for me to go ahead and attempt to test the product. So as you can see, we have Purple here. I think Purple was the first mattress sleep-ish company to just absolutely crush it with their marketing. And I really love this company. I love Purple mattresses. I actually have one. They have made a lot of money because of the way that they decided to market their brand. So I think it's great to take inspiration. And since this is like a sleep comfort, you have back pain, this company is going to help you. I'm going to look into this site and I'm going to study it and I'm going to see what they have. So they have frequently asked questions here. I'm sure when people are buying mattresses and buying things that are supposed to relieve their pain, they're going to have a lot of questions. And so it's important to have FAQs on the site, easy for people to see to answer their questions. Obviously, they're going to have a lot of things that I can't have, like a complete Purple system. I'm not going to have a complete system. Maybe I can have like a bundle with all 3 of my products that I'm going to sell, and I could do that. I don't have like all sorts of SKUs and weighted blankets and gift cards, and I'm not going to do all of that stuff. So I'm going to look at this description here and I'm going to see what they have to offer, and then I'm going to do research on my product and I'm going to come up with benefits and try to kind of take some inspiration and kind of replicate what they did here. They give you some very important points. No pressure support, doesn't sit hot. So I'm going to do some research on my product and make sure that maybe if we have the same, what am I looking for? If we have the same features, then I'll include those. I'm also going to go to Tuft & Needle and I'm going to look at their website as well and take in some inspiration, because they're also a sleep, pain relief, better sleep type of brand. As you can see, these companies they kind of have a lot of blue in them, or like they have like one solid color that brings out the brand, except for Tuft & Needle. So I'm gonna go with that bluey look to the brand, and that's usually what I do with my brands anyways. I usually develop one color scheme and I use like different shades of that one specific color, and I think that really brings the brand down together. So all I've done so far was create the Shopify store, create the Gmail, get the Facebook account ready, and create the logo so that I can kind of put that on the page and do all that. So I'm going to show you guys the logo right now. It's going to reveal the name of my future store, and it's gooey blue with this little kind of I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a cartoonish, wave-ish type looking thing. So what I did to make this logo, because I know a lot of people are gonna ask like, hey, why didn't you make this logo live? That would have been super helpful. I literally went into Photoshop. I picked my color that I'm going to use for my store, which is this color you see here. I just picked a color, and then I found a cool, soft looking font, because that's the vibe I'm trying to give off with this brand. I'm going for like a soft comfort, have a good night's rest type of vibe. The logo is nothing special. I literally made it in about 10 minutes on Photoshop. I didn't even pay anyone on Fiverr, which you totally could do, and they could probably make a better logo, but honestly, this is good enough for me. I think that because of quarantine, people are going to buy the product, and I think it's a great looking logo. So that being said, we're going to wrap up this section of the video, and we're going to get into the next section of the video, which is going to be the live store creation. So in this section, I'm going to go in between talking about what I'm doing and time-lapsing and kind of just speeding up the video so you guys can kind of see it. So you guys won't get left behind, but I still recommend you watching this, because every now and then I will talk about what I'm doing. So yeah, just sit back, grab some popcorn or something, and let's get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to publish my Motion theme. This is the theme that I use for my stores. You can use Motion if you want to buy it. You can use Debut. Either one's fine. Motion is good because I like it. It's fast. It has a little code in it from what I've seen in the theme.liquid file, and I just like the style of it a lot. So I'm going to go into it right now and start customizing it with my color scheme. So far, I've just basically done some touch-ups. I've added the rough draft of the logo here. I think it looks pretty good. I really like this color. It's a really soothing looking color. And so I have really barely done anything, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually go off camera because my computer is lagging a little bit. And what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to do the navigation of the store so that people can navigate and do all of that. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the product. We're gonna import the products and do the product descriptions. And we're just gonna do a very rough draft of the product descriptions and get the images on. So I'll come back on camera for that because I feel like that's pretty important. Your foot was in there too. All right guys, so I finished the navigation on the website and I also created some pages. So I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what I just did. And then after that, we're gonna actually go into Photoshop and we're going to Photoshop the images that I got from AliExpress and Alibaba for the products that we're going to sell. As you can see here, we have the logo up here and then we have a shop now, which is gonna lead to all of our products, proper alignment science. So what I did with this is I went and I found an article on alignment because if the pillow that I'm selling now is supposed to help your back stay aligned, and that has multiple health benefits. So I found an article and I quoted part of the article where they talk about the science behind the alignment, and I cited it right here so that anybody could go read. And then I did a FAQ common questions page. So I just put some common questions. I'm really not going hard on this website at all. I didn't, do anything crazy, just like 5 to 10 questions. Also, where do you ship to and how long is your shipping time? And I, noticed the COVID-19. I added that as a disclaimer that it's going to take longer. Then we have a track order, which I haven't done the after ship yet, so this page is gonna have to wait until I'm done installing the apps. But the about us, I did a very basic about us. The homepage, there's nothing here. I have my friend and who also does my graphic design work working on the background of this page right now, and we're also going to be doing designs for inside the description. That's why I said it's going to be a rough draft description. So the site is still pretty bare. Down here we have the navigations that we did. We have the policies, and if you guys don't know how to make these policies, you just type in legal in Shopify and you can generate a sample policy and just read through it and change whatever you want to change. That's pretty much what I did. I did the navigation, I created the description. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll talk about the description after I'm done here with the images in a second. I'll talk about how I found the description, how I created it. I wasn't going to create it on camera because it takes too long. That being said, I'm going to exit this page and minimize this, and we're going to go into Photoshop. These are all the images that I found from AliExpress and Alibaba. So this is one of our products, this is another one, and this is another one here. We're going to start by customizing these products, making them all the same size so they look good on the site, adding our little favicon in there, which my graphic designer just made for me here. And these images are going to be put on the site and they're going to start to look really, really good. I'm going to start off with this first image, and the first thing we're going to do, take out this heart because I just screenshotted this from Alibaba. I'm going to move that here, and then it's going to go white. So as you can see, this is a very, very beautiful image. It's already centered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this favicon, bring it here. I might just put it right there. No, that doesn't look too good. I'm going to leave it right there. And that's going to be our first image. I'm going to do this for all the products. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to watch this because it's going to be really boring, but I'm going to speed this up and you guys will see exactly how I do it. I found all of those off Alibaba and off of AliExpress. So now I'm gonna import and I'm gonna do the description and the product for just one of them, and then I'm gonna do the rest off camera. These and bring them over. And the reason I did it the way I did it in Photoshop is so that that logo in the top left corner was the same size every single time, and so that all the pictures wouldn't be different sizes. They're all the exact same size, 2048 pixels by 2048 pictures, a perfect square. Perfect. And then I'm gonna import my description here. It's a very rough draft, but it's gonna conclude this part, and then we'll do an update after this. And then we're gonna have the reasons to buy, so something like this, but we're gonna create our own so we don't run into any copyright issues, but something like that. We're working on creating our own right now, so let's just leave it like this for now. So this is actually a quote, literally from an article, and that article is linked on the website. So there goes that, and then at the bottom here, we're gonna have some the gooey blue exclusive. There's absolutely no reason. I'm gonna italicize this because I want people to read that. Save. Let's just check this out, see how it looks. So this is where we're at right now. I think that looks fantastic. It's super sick because the way we did Photoshop, these are gonna be almost perfect, and it's just gonna look so nice. It looks so good. Description, very rough draft. We're gonna have a graphic in here, play around with some of the text, delete some space here. But so far so good. So yeah guys, that's it for the first product. As you can see, we did the description here. I wrote this out. The way I found it is I went on Reddit, I went on Amazon, and I did a bunch of research about what exactly this pillow does and why it's so good. And so here are some reasons and some proven by science. I just did some research on articles, and then here's some common benefits. Actually, there is one other thing I'm gonna add at the bottom here. And that is going to be a COVID notice because of obviously what's going on. I want these people to know that we're staying on top of things. All right guys, what's up? So I'm back, and this is the current state of the site. We've done a lot. So we have the logo up here, we have the navigation, built this background for the homepage here with the favicon. As you can see, this is the product in the description so far. These are our images that we made just a second ago, and here's the description that we imported not too long ago. We added in this design here that we customize ourselves. We're making another design right now. We changed up the font, and we added these little, I guess, sections where people can read up about us and questions. And then obviously we have a review section. We're finishing up here. We're getting close to finishing up the site. We already took off the password and enabled checkout and did all the shipping policies. All right, lads and laddises, welcome back to another portion of the video. We did most of the work. This is actually day 2. So this is the product page. These are the images. I think they're fantastic if they switch over. We have the reviews added up here. Very long description. If you guys are wondering where I got this from, I did just a bunch of research. Literally, I looked up news articles. I looked up studies. I looked up other competitors, big competitors, small competitors, Amazon competitors, and I just took inspiration. My graphic designer did this for me yesterday. Moving on to the other products here, which I think the website looks really good. It looks laggy right now. It's not laggy, it's just because I'm filming. The last thing we have to do is just add reviews to these last 2 products, and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna show you guys these products, and then we'll go through the homepage and stuff like that. I still have to update the prices, but as you can see, I wrote out this description myself. And like I said, guys, I'm not putting in 100% effort into this. It's just an example of a store for the sake of this video. I know that the store will make sales, but I know that as soon as this video comes out, there's going to be tons of people that are selling this product. And if you're selling these products, I'm sorry. This description looks really good. Look at the images in this one. These images are so good from literally AliExpress suppliers. So, and then going to the seat cushion. I like the graphic for this one. My guy designed this for me. We have to upload another picture. Basically in this one, I did some research on all the reasons sitting is so bad for you, especially with that proper alignment. So I gave a bunch of facts here of why sitting is bad and what it does to you for long periods of time. And then I did research on this gel technology and how it supports it. And then I just kind of rebutted all of those facts with, why our product is good, and then give them a COVID update and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I got ads made. It's probably gonna be in like 20 seconds because I'm not gonna do an update after this. I'm just gonna go straight into how the ads were made once the store is done. If I were to create a real brand, and if I were to like put my time and effort and like make this and like plan to sell this for years, I would probably put like 5 to 10 times more effort into this store than I did right now. I'll show you guys the ads and how I got them and who made them for me, and it will be cool. So I'll see you guys in 1 second there. All right guys, so I'm going to show you the ads right now that we're gonna be running for the 3 products. So I'm just gonna show you guys this ad. I'm gonna let it run. As you can see, that's our exact product. Lots of jump cuts. The text in the bottom sticks out. We have our watermark in the top right corner. Allows your spine to sleep at night. I like this because it shows the problem again, and then it shows a solution. I really like that, the green, and then it kind of gives you more benefits of how it's like soft and ergonomic. Sleeping on your side has never been so comfortable. So this is a very like infomercial-y ad, which is what sells well, which is good. And I got these ads made in 12 hours. I didn't make them myself. It talks about keeping your neck aligned, which is exactly what we talk about in the description. Good for side sleepers, chemical free and better for health, ventilated air holes, fall asleep faster and deeper. And then the animations, keep the neck aligned. That was pretty scientific right there. Breathable memory foam, that's our exact product. So none of these ads are like different products than what we're actually going to be selling. It's all exactly the same. And then we have the last one, the gel, sitting too much. This is a good one. I also think this will sell well, especially right now because everyone is working from home, and people are going to be sitting, and sitting is actually really unhealthy for you. So I think that I can market this one pretty well, and I think I'm going to try out a few different videos with this one. You guys saw the ads. These are not like extremely professional, high grade, hired actored ads, but this is where I got it. Viral Ecom Ads. These guys are an excellent ad service. So I found them, and they reached out to me, and I tried some of their ads long time ago with another brand, and they did super, super well. So I wanted to give a huge shout out, and I kind of wanted to walk you guys through how to actually get ads and this whole entire service. So if you guys didn't already know, there's a lot of ways to make videos, and a lot of those ways are wrong. There has to be a clear path to make a sellable video. There's, you know, like a cut and band-aid where you bring up an issue and then you bring up the solution, or like an influencer type of video, or like a testimonial. And there's different scripts for types of videos that sell really well, proven by marketers. So the people that actually run this company actually know how to do e-commerce. They actually have an agency, and I know that they've done multiple 7 figures in revenue through e-commerce, and they use their ads to do that revenue. So I know that the knowledge they have, they passed on to their editors. They invested a lot of money into them, and it's all of their videos follow the same selling script. That's why it works so well. Cool thing is they don't actually create any of the content. They just go and scrape the internet for content and put that content together. And these are their packages. You can buy 1 video ad, 3, 5, and 10, and also 1 product for ad variations for that 1 product if you just are selling 1 product. And then they can also give you the thumbnail option right here if you want them to make a thumbnail for $5. I think it's incredibly cheap. The other cool thing is that they have a super fast turnaround time. I'm pretty sure it's 3 business days, and they send out your ad, and if there's something wrong with the ad or a misspelling or something you just don't want in there, you can do this ad revision form. You just type in your stuff and submit it, and then they'll revise it and send it back to you. Another cool thing is that they have animation, and these are completely 100% copyright free. They'll make you a literal animation of your product. It's like a 2 or 3D animation. I've used these on one of my brands before, and they also do really well. Granted, they are more expensive, but these animations are yours 100%, and nobody could ever say anything about that. Now, in terms of DMCA, they don't have any issues with DMCA takedowns. So I'm not saying that you can't get a DMCA takedown. You can. They say that they don't experience that at all, or very rarely. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to them. They have given me an affiliate code for anyone that wants to try out, because I know a lot of people on my channel are actually new to dropshipping and don't have a lot of budget. So if you're new and you don't know how to make an ad, and you don't know where to find an ad, and if that's a big problem for you, at least go and try this out and use code SEB20 to get 20% off every single purchase forever. They have a huge returning customer rate, and they are awesome. So now we are in the ad phase of this video. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 CBO campaigns to start. I'm going to just do 1 campaign per ad, so 1 campaign per product to see which product does well. I wrote up some very basic creatives and some copies really quick. So I'm just going to run these 3 CBO campaigns, see which one of them has the most traction or gets the most traction. Since I'm filming this part of the video at the beginning of the week, I'll have a few days to play around with the ads. Hopefully we get some good results, because that would be great for the video. If you create a new Facebook account, and then you create a new business, at first we're probably not going to let you spend more than $50 a day, because you need to verify your business. And so sometimes that verification badge in the business settings is actually gray. So if I go to business settings here and I go down to security center here, sometimes this is grayed out and you can't click it. But as you can see, mine's not grayed out, and it was, but I actually have a loophole for that. So if you've made it to this part of the video, I think this is a very great loophole. I wish I knew it a long time ago, because I've always had this problem. So before I show you the loophole, click like and click subscribe. Do it right now. Like I said, they're right next to each other. Click them, and let's get into it. So as you can see, the apps thing right here, right? Nobody has ever used apps before, but if I click on my apps, you can see I have something called a first app. So what you do is you go to Google and you type in Facebook developer, and then you're gonna log in. You can see where it says my apps. You can create an app. So you can see my first app right here. I already created it. But if you create an app, name it whatever you want, just whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Then it'll take you to another page, and it'll give you an app ID on the top right hand corner right here, an app ID. And then you go back, so as you can see, this was my app ID that I copied over. You go back and then you click add, connect an app ID right here, and then you just paste the ID. So you copy and paste it. It literally takes 20 seconds to do this, and then your app will be pasted into here, and then you go down back to Security Center and the verification will not be grayed out anymore. What I'm gonna do now is, as you can see, the page is here. I have GUI blue. I don't have a pixel yet, so I'm gonna create a pixel and I'm gonna show you guys how to install it actually. So I'm just gonna click continue. I just want the ID really quick. I'm gonna exit developers because we don't need that anyway. So we're gonna set up the pixel, and then the pixel is gonna pop up right there. We already got that. Paste it here, click save. So here's one thing I want to talk about really quick, and it's business asset groups. If you go under ad accounts here in business settings and you create a business asset group, it's a great place to connect everything into one, to connect you, your pixel, your ad accounts, and your page all in one. So if you've ever noticed, sometimes you go into ad manager and like you installed your pixel and you have it and it's live, but like you can't select that pixel, or like sometimes you can't select the page or something's just messed up. Create a business asset group. All of these, you're putting them into one folder and they all have access to each other. So I found it really easy to just do this every time, and it's just like prevents anything from happening in the future. It just makes it seamless for me. So I'm gonna do other, and I'm gonna do GUI, and so I'm gonna give myself the page, the ad accounts, and then give Sebastian Ghiorghiu access to all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna choose purchase here, even though we don't have any purchases. And for this one, I'm just gonna start with, actually, I don't know yet, because I wanna see the headlines. I'm gonna start in the United States only. I'm gonna leave detailed targeting expansion on. Let's see what that gives me. Knee, joint. If you guys don't know, engaged shoppers are people that have engaged with an ad in the last, I think 7 days or the last 30 days. I don't remember, but engaged shoppers, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it for all 3 of the campaigns. That way I can really see, out of the people that are shopping online right now, what are they interested in? I'm targeting the same audience. Obviously we're going to be reaching different pockets, but I'm going to go down and click continue. I'm going to leave everything else broad. I like to leave it super broad with CBOs. Page is already good, and then I'm going to create the ad here. So let's go ahead and add the media. I realized when cropping it, 1.1 does really well, and so does 4.5. I'm gonna go and look for the thumbnail in the Google Drive. I'll be right back. I think that should be good. I think that should be really good. So I'm gonna click confirm. Now I'm gonna do this for the other 2 products. It's the same thing. I will come back in a little bit, maybe at the end of the day, to see how they're performing, and hopefully there's no issues from here on out. So I will see you guys there, and let's run these ads. But as you can see, the store did start getting sales already, which is pretty cool. And today is 9:39 a.m. and it's at $50 so far. We're not spending a whole lot of money. So today should be probably higher than the other 2 days. But I'm gonna take you guys to the ad manager to show you that we're not profitable. That was May 6th, today's the 9th. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through what happened. So I started 3 CBO campaigns and they were all identical. The only difference was that they were for different products, and all 3 of them started with as engaged shoppers. They weren't working too well, and then my knee pillow campaign got shut down because Facebook decided it wasn't appropriate, but it really was, so I had to wait an extra day for them to manually review that. The seat cushion, as you can see, the engaged shoppers, we turned that off pretty early on, and then I duplicated the engaged shoppers and made 5 interest-based campaigns in the CBO, so that I could just test some basic cold interests. Now, just now, like about 10 minutes ago, I woke up and I turned off 2 of these interests because this campaign is not performing well at all in any way. I think it got 1 or 2 purchases total for, what is it? Which is this, the seat cushion? Yeah. So I removed some of the ad sets. I was gonna consider cutting the budget in half, but I don't wanna do that yet because this whole story, the whole purpose of it is for YouTube, and so I kind of want the results to be as good as possible. I want to spend a lot of money. I want to give it the opportunity. But if we go to the knee pillow, which is the product I intended on selling originally, this is actually not doing too too bad for the stages that it's in. See some light in this campaign. So I, again, engaged shoppers, we removed that. I just turned off these 3 ad sets like 10 minutes ago, and then these 2 were doing the best out of the campaign. And then I just duplicated HIP and made a joint interest, which is just literally the interest joint, because HIP was performing really well on the other campaigns as well. And actually HIP is really profitable today. Still very early on to tell, and you can't judge, this ad set only has 2 purchases and it's been running for a few days, and the other days it wasn't profitable. Now I do want to say that 2 purchases in one day is not enough to validate that an ad set is good or a campaign is good and it's time to start scaling. Don't do that. That's a huge mistake. So none of these ad sets are showing statistical success. These are just very low amounts of purchases here, and this does not mean that these ad sets are good winning ad sets, or that this is a great time to start scaling. It doesn't mean that at all. These 2 are profitable here. This only got 1 purchase. That could be a completely random lucky purchase. That doesn't mean that this is going to be a great ad set to start scaling. And I would be less likely to scale this ad set than I would be to scale this ad set, because this only got 1 purchase. Even though it had a higher ROAS, I would be more likely to scale this one because this one got 3 purchases and it has a lower cost per view content, and it's been getting more view contents. You guys have to understand that. And for the people that are going to be wondering, this is a great question. When do you see that an ad set is like, okay, it's proven itself to be ready to kind of start playing with the budget, or maybe moved into another campaign? I would say at least 15 purchases on the ad set, and at least being profitable within the last 3 to 5 days time frame. But you want at least like 15 purchases, maybe even more, before you really know that an ad set's ready. It's like a great interest and it's good to go. Then again, these are all super general interests, and they're all detailed expanded targeting is on. So these are all massive interests, and we're only doing 1 ad set. So for me, this is very early stages in Facebook ads. Like, there's so much more that goes on after this. This is like literally 5%. I don't know. I know that once I release this video, 10,000 people are probably going to copy the store, and I'm not going to want to sell the product anymore. But that's why I pushed the video date back, to give myself a few more days to kind of play with the ads. But it would be kind of cool to make like a follow-up part 2 video, maybe like 2-3 weeks down the line, or maybe like a month down the line, to see how the store is doing. If you were to have a lower budget and you were wondering what you would do in the situation here, I would probably go and try to find more interest like HIP. And I would go and I would try to find more creatives and more ad copies. Keep in mind, I'm using 1 creative and 1 ad copy. I haven't tested anything else. And I have an entire video called Facebook Ads 5 to 15K per day, where I talk about creative testing, where I talk about Facebook ads, and you guys should absolutely go watch that. But I would do some creative testing on this, but obviously I don't have time to do that right now, because this video, like, I'm only getting a few days to run ads. So, and I'll update you guys for the last time on Sunday night to see how the store is doing. But I think it's pretty cool that we just started the store. You guys literally watch me build it, and it's already done $351 in sales, unprofitably, granted, but these ads are very brand new, and they take time to build up. And as you get more data, they will get more consistent. Your ads will get more consistent. As you test more ads, you'll have more consistency and get higher ROAS once you start optimizing creative. So I think that this store absolutely has potential for sure. But I just know as soon as I post this video, people are going to absolutely swarm it. So yeah, guys, that's it for now, and I will see you guys all in the next update in a few days. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the end of the video finally, and we're going to go through the ad manager, through the store, and then just do a quick cost breakdown. So unfortunately, didn't come out profitable at the end of the 3 days, but let's go through it really quick. So as you can see, here are the ads we spent, 684. This is mistracked a lot. But if we go over to Shopify, we'll see that the total revenue was actually 768. We got some purchases after, and the thing I really want to bring attention to is actually the conversion rate, especially because we just started running ads and they really didn't have any time to learn about customers or anything at all. We didn't give them a chance. So the conversion rate's really nice, and obviously the ratio between sales and sessions is great, and we actually had a returning customer rate. Granted, we only had a few customers, but that's pretty cool. So what that tells me is just very basic in the beginning, that the store itself, the brand itself that we built, the little identity that we literally spent a day and a half on, is really nice. And this goes to show, kind of like a benchmark for anybody watching this video. This is the very very most basic effort that you should put in. Like you should always be going at least this far in order to hope to get something like this. And honestly, to make $768 in revenue, although it's unprofitable, I know a lot of people struggle getting their first sales. So I know that this video will help some people at least moving forward, you know, maybe showing them the way, showing them a path onto like how to get started and how to, you know, kind of start this dropshipping business. Now, for those of you that are more advanced and that are looking to be profitable, of course, that's what we all want. So let me explain to you exactly what I would do from here on out to make this store profitable, okay? First thing I would do is I would put in more effort into the store. I would go through the store and I would make it nicer, give more backgrounds like this. I would, let's go down here. I would give more reviews. I would get pictures with people using the products. I would get videos and GIFs and I would put them on the homepage. I would, the FAQs, I would make the FAQs way longer. More reviews, more picture reviews. I would, work on the descriptions a little bit and, you know, just stuff around the site. But on the Facebook ad side, what I would do to get this store to profitability is now that we started getting data, like we started with the fresh pixel, with the fresh store, with fresh everything. So, you know, what I would do is I would go back into the creative testing phase if I had more time to work on the store. So, and what that means, if you guys don't know, I actually have an entire video explaining the creative test and the Facebook ad strategy. But what I would do is I'd go back one step and I would just work on creatives. So as you can see, if we go back to our Facebook ad manager, you'll see some of the CPMs that we got and some of the CTRs. So if I click on the highest one we had was a 2.97. Let's see the hip. This was the best ad set. It was a 2 and a 1.58. And these CTRs and these click-through rates are pretty low, and these CPMs are pretty high. And granted, I know it's because, you know, COVID and a lot of people are going to be advertising right now, so it's going to be higher CPM. But what I would do is I would go back and I would start testing different creatives, different scroll stoppers, and different ad copies, and try to just kind of improve this CTR. Try to get it around 4 to 5%, and try to get a CPC, which is a cost per click, below $1. So that's what I would try to do. And also another thing is with CBOs is however many ad sets you have in a CBO, it needs that many days to optimize plus an additional 2 to 3 in my experience. So, you know, we had all of our ads were running in a CBO campaigns and we messed with them as well. You know, we started off with 1, then we moved to 5, and then we went down to 3 across 3 days. So the CBOs had no time to learn at all. And on top of that, we didn't give the CBOs enough budget to learn whatsoever anyway. So, you know, this was all very basic, very testing phase. And personally, if I got these results at a testing phase, I would continue to run the store. Although we were at $200 loss right now, for 3 days, that's actually not that bad. So like I said, what I would do is I would go back to my Facebook video and I would do that exact strategy where I start with the creative test, try to increase the unique CTR and the link CTR, try to get them high as possible, and really optimize the creatives, really work on the creatives and get them really nice, and then go into interest-based campaigns and then let them run, let them spend their money, you know, negatively maybe, but then find good interest after, you know, having interest that get 10 to 15 purchases, find good interest and then putting them in their own campaign and then starting to play with bigger budgets in that campaign, and then getting into LLAs and then seeing some very nice profit in the LLAs and then kind of re-upping for the money that we lost in the beginning. So I know not everybody on YouTube is like this, but me personally, I expect to see either break even or negative in the beginning until I get some data, and then once I have the data, I go into, you know, the better audiences, and Facebook knows who we are and I can optimize creatives, and then it kind of builds up from there. So that's how I've done it with my stores in the past. I know some people are different. That's okay. It's just my strategy. It's a little more risky, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I have the final cost sheet here. So, you know, this is how much it costed us for these products for the guy that I was using. This is how many units we sold, the total cost, the cost of goods, COGS right here. The ad spend, the domain, and the Shopify I included as well, just to be completely transparent. The total spent and the total revenue, $769. I'm $1 off, so $220 negative. Super transparent. I wish I had more time to work on the store, but maybe I could do something similar where I kind of create the store and I don't post a video for a few weeks. And, you know, I take it up to, you know, 50 or 100,000 in sales or whatever. I don't know. But if you guys really like this video, then maybe I could do that in the future. So make sure you click subscribe. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you check out Viral Ecom Ads, and make sure you use my code SEB20 for 20% off. And make sure you go and watch my other videos where I give plenty of details and plenty of good advice. And make sure you stay safe. I love you guys all, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.